Hey y'all, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. I hope y'all are having an amazing Thursday so far. Y'all bear with me because I had to move my stand from right there in the middle of this thing to right here because it's so hot up there. If I put my phone up there and it stays up there for probably a minute, it's gonna pop up that overheat, is hot. You can't leave your phone in the dashboard because it's I know I can't leave mine anyway because it's so hot, and it'll just automatically cut off. It's gonna stop everything. So hopefully right here it doesn't really do too much. It stays okay. I got like a little shirt over it. It just look all kind of crazy. This is one reason why I haven't. It's no excuse because I need to hook up my other stand, but this stand is about to tap out. This is my old one that I've had issues with before, but it's about to tap out. I had ended up cleaning the little thing off, so that did help it last a little longer. So, instead of me just buying over and over, I didn't know I could just rinse it off with warm water and it'll re-stick. So, for anybody who hadn't read the directions on these stands and, the holders in the car, when that little sticky part get, all messed up, it's crazy. You could just run some warm water over it, hot water, whatever, and it'll come right off. And it should be able to stick again. But anyway, I definitely did come on here to talk about that. I was just driving, just getting through with a delivery that I was doing. And, what was I thinking about? What was I going to talk about? It's crazy because I don't even remember. I don't even remember no more. I honestly don't remember. So hopefully, Holy Spirit, if it's worth me saying or I'm supposed to say, please bring it back to my remembrance because I just draw a blank. But I hope y'all Thursday is going great. Y'all, I've been off all week. I've been off for the last about 3-4 weeks, and it's been amazing. And I'm thankful that I'm able to take off and still not stress, not worry. I remember growing up, just not having the luxury of when I started working, it's just I had to work because I didn't have the luxury of growing up and hitting 18 and having a car, or hitting 16 and having a car, or hitting 21 and got a place. My parents is helping me get a place, or even now at 30, having the luxury of having parents to help me out, to help me with my bills, or just get married and have a husband that's taking care of me, and I don't have to do any of those things. I did not have that luxury of growing up like that, to where I had parents that when I got older, I had them help me. I've been in a position where I've had to help my mother for sure, not my dad. He's alive and well, but I've never had to well, I'm not even gonna say that because I have helped him. Because for a few years since my daughter, a while, he has been carrying her. So that was help right there. Whether, you look at it or not, people don't, look at everything how you look at it. So for me, I had to take care of, and not just necessarily just I haven't been able to, put them in a home or put them in a car. And no, just I haven't had that luxury of go to my parents and be like, oh, can I have this? Or can you help me with this? And, it's always the other way around. So I have to work. Basically, that's the point. I have to work. But I am at the point now, been working for a few years, and I'm just at the point where I can take a break and not feel bad about it. I was feeling so bad. And just if I don't post a video, if I don't get stuff up, just be feeling bad when I don't get stuff done, and not even recognizing how I have been working and consistently going to somebody else's job for 7 years and not not take many vacations, not take no sick leave like that, just continue to go to work and work my off days, work the holidays, work crazy hours, 14 hours every day, especially during the holidays from November to probably like January. Probably the end of January is like really crazy at the post office, because deliveries is like, it's like Christmas through November to January. So just doing that for 7 years straight. And when I first started, it was working 7 days a week. It was not 6. It was working 7 days a week. So just doing that for so many years. And anyway, now I'm finally at the point to be able to take off and be like, hey, I need a break. I was feeling bad before, but I'm not anymore, because I realized I needed this time. I needed to pause. I needed to break. I needed to think clearly. And I think that's where a lot of us go wrong. We do not really sit down and take the time to think about our lives. Like, have you really sat down to sit and think? Have you really sat down? I was asking my boyfriend yesterday, what would be a perfect day for him? What would be a perfect day for you if God said, okay, I'm going to give you this day that you want, and every day you can live like this. How would that day look? Like, if you had that way to be able to map out your day exactly how you wanted it to go, and it just be absolutely perfect. Every day it could be like that. Do you know how that would look? Do you know, like, what you will be doing? Like I said, perfect time for me would be to get up at 4:30 and not be mad about it, because I like that time of the hour, because nobody, you can hear the animal's not up. The animal's not up. They get up like around 5:30. They not up. So, you hear nothing. It's just, that's your time with God. God is up. Especially if you get up anything before 4:30, oh, you really on. If you up before 4:30, you on a whole different level, because a lot of people cannot do that. And, it takes consistency, it takes work, it takes practice. But have you sat down and thought about your life and mapped out a perfect day for you, a perfect life for you? And I just been doing that since I've had this time off. Really been thinking about it, because I never thought about it. Like, growing up, how we grow up, especially black people, you don't have that opportunity like a lot of people to sit down and say, oh, I want to be this and I want to do this. Yeah, you do it when you're in school, when they make you do the project on what you want to be. And of course it's going to be, I want to be a nurse, doctor, police, the basic things that we all know of: police, doctor, nurse, rapper, singer. That's mostly basketball player. That's track. That's mostly the options. It's not like I want to be an engineer, or I want to be a scientist, or I want to be even a lawyer, like deeper thing, or I want to be a speaker. When was that ever an option in our time? I want to be a speaker. That just was not so. Now it's so. Oh, I want to be a YouTube influencer. I want to be, a coach. When have we had these options to do that? Like, I'm 32 years old, and I'm just starting to think about all that stuff, because I never had the option, and I never had nobody in my family sit down and say, oh, well, you can be whatever you want to be. You can do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I never had that. So to be 32 now and have the opportunity to really sit down and think, okay, what do I want to be? What do I want to do? How do I want my life to look? Actually think about, okay, what is my purpose? What is my dream? This is the dream job that I want. These are the things that I want to do in life. This is the place I want to go. This is the type of car that I actually want to have. This is the type of home that I actually want to have. Have you sat down and really thought about in detail, everything? And now that I am 32, I am just at that point where I'm able to sit down and really think about that stuff. So this is something that I'm doing. Hey, it might take you a day. It might take you a few hours. I don't know. For me, it's been taking me the whole week, because like I want to plan it out to the point, like detail by detail, every little thing. Then do the vision board for it. Then, you know, manifest it. Get my quotes and my scriptures that I'm going to say that's going to bring it to life. So it's been really fun to do for me, because I never sat down and think about it. And a lot of us have that issue where we don't have the opportunity to actually sit down and think. Thinking has been stripped away from us for a long time. They, you know, treat us like we did not have brains. They treat us like we did not have options. Like the only thing we were meant to do is work for somebody else and be a slave for somebody else. But I'm here to tell you, we have more options. The thoughts and the downloads that I feel like God has been giving me, it has been so powerful that I know it's just him, because it's something that I just wouldn't think about on my own to do. But looking at people who are in a better position, listening to wise counsel, going to God first, he is showing me exactly, okay, this is the life I have for you. You can have this life if you want it. I think about living not in just a mansion, a castle, like living like a king. That is my name. I truly, honestly believe he have me here to show you guys how to live like a king himself, bringing kingdom, heavenly things to earth. And you know, hey, that is the goal. You know, that is the goal in everything I do. No, I don't have those material things yet, but just taking the steps and getting started on where you start to make that happen. And starting is just really just sitting down thinking about it. Like, have you sat down and thought about it first? And then when you think about it, have you wrote it? Because he said, write the vision and make it plain. So make that thing plain. Like, so when your children read it, your children's children, whoever read it, they will know and understand exactly what you're talking about. And then you say, how do I supposed to do it? First, stop and think. First, stop and go to God and ask, like, Lord, what is your purpose? What would you have me to do? You know, yes, I enjoy these things. Yes, I would like to get up at this time. Yes, I would like to do this. What I did. Anyway, I want to do all these things. I just put it out there. I went big. I'm not selling it for little, because I'm 32 years old now, and I done dealt small every since up to now. I done dealt with small things and doing small things and stepping out on faith a little bit and just taking those little small steps. So, but now it's time to do it big, to think big, to dream of the impossible and believe that it is possible to happen, because it's not on my will. It's not my will be done. Let Brittany will be done. No, it's let our Father, the King, let his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So we have to keep that in mind. Like, when we dream and when we think about our life, it's benefiting us, because yes, we live on this earth, but it's to benefit God. If we're not fulfilling his purpose and living that comfortable life he wants, because I feel like when you living comfortable and great, you'll want to fulfill the purpose that he has for you. When you living and doing the job that you want to do, you wouldn't mind walking in your purpose and all of that stuff. So, you know, I'm at a place where I'm able to actually think about that, because he has allowed me the time to be able to think of it. And I don't want to waste my time that he allows me to break. This break for with COVID and the pandemic has been time for you to pause and think about your life. He's been giving you this opportunity to pause, sit your butt down, and think about how you want your life from the next 5 to 10 years on out. How do you want your life to be? How do you want your day to look every day? How do you want it to look? A lot of us don't know, because we ain't sat down and looked at it and thought about it and mapped it out. So, you know, I'm just encouraging you guys on today to take the time to actually sit and think about, how do you actually want your life? Because I don't think it's for sure ain't meant for me to be living here poor. I pray for everybody who I see on the streets, and I try to give them some every time I see them when I have it, because I definitely don't want that life. I done lived in the rats and roaches and holes and all that, and I definitely don't want that life again. Where I'm at now, yes, it's great. I have a pool, I have a workout center, all those things, but I want better. I want more. And, you know, hey, I'm here to do the duty of the king, what he wants me to do. And I want to do it like a king in every area, in every way. So, that's what I have for y'all today. Y'all have an amazing day. Be great, y'all. Be a king.